伸出双手就能触摸眼前松软的毛发，是你只保存在深箱里的秘密。白色广场，橘色夕阳，缓慢的日常像漩涡，一圈一圈地旋转，就像是谁看腻了一样，打乱了缓慢的脚步，你掉进我的世界里，以为早就习惯，默默地守在眼旁，抬头望向满天积云，散开成晴空万里，但这样都还比不过那天你看见你望向我惊讶的表情。不管在今后会有什么未来在等待，我都会守护有你存在的风景，凝视着视线正前方你的背影。
Hello and welcome to another Let's Play by me, the GamerWolfSix of Nekojishi. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can go to Steam where you can download and play for free. And if you want the limited edition, aka the edition with the H stuff, you can go to the creator's website where you can download and get that for free as well. But, you know, please give him a few bucks because this is a great game. Also, what happened on the last Let's Play? Let's see. Yep, same time. Cool. So, as you see here, we're underneath a tongue tree because Senpai here was like, hey, let's go to the tongue tree. And we came here, and I was wondering who I should give my bento to, which I think I chose Senpai so I can get the perfect route. But before we could give it to him, a dragon god of soil, etc., etc., came and ate it and said it wasn't that good. And then gave us some, like, life lessons in terms of, you know, not really dating, but kind of dating 3 cat gods. It got kind of complicated. So on this Let's Play, we're going to deal with the ramifications of it and maybe something else depending on time. What a weird god. I would never have foreseen that he would bring that up. I would have told him not to tell you if I had the chance. Why? I had figured it would make you uncomfortable, and I was most likely correct. You should ignore the Yao Guy gossip until it fades away. There's no harm to come from it. Though, Ragu is kinda right, Lao. You shouldn't keep waiting until something bad happens. So, let's go after my lawyer as soon as possible. Senpai, please. But we get along so well. It'd be so nice just to be with Lao forever. I don't know. Please don't say things like that. Leopard raises a paw and gently taps Senpai on the head. Senpai plays along, acting stunned as if he just smacked him. Finally able to collect my thoughts, look back towards the picnic and bento laid out before us. Now that Ragu's taken a bite out of the chi, would any of them even want to taste it? I mean, granted I could just eat that part and after the rest, maybe? No, granted I kinda do the same thing as a meat stuff. So, what do we do about the bento? I mean, after that long discussion, it's probably cold now. All 3 of them remained silent. None of them wanted the bento anymore. I was kind of in a weird mood, but I should still eat lunch. I did make it for myself after all. I picked up my chopsticks and looked down at the bento. All the pieces of roast meat laid untouched in a tiny row. But I couldn't help but recall Ragu picking up one and eating it. I sit down for a moment and calm myself. Raigu was correct. Postponing my decision isn't going to help anything. Nothing good will come of just waiting, especially for Senpai. His Fujong's powers probably won't hold out much longer. I always thought I could keep this up until graduation. Time's running out, isn't it? But that doesn't mean I should be hasty. I need to think about this. This is my life we're talking about. I still need to think about what's best for me. If that means I need to refuse all three, I should do it sooner rather than later. However, if it was so easy to make them leave, then I wouldn't have to stress out over it. What should I do? I raise my chopsticks, about to scratch up some lunch, then suddenly... Open up, Lao. Huh? Senpai? What are you on about? As I look up, I check to see what he's up to. Senpai deftly drops one of his crackers into my mouth. Ack. That's weird. I have voice off. It took me completely off guard. Though involuntary coughs and a bit of chewing, I eventually managed to swallow the cracker whole. I could have choked on that. Damn it, Senpai, you're trying to kill me. Senpai, are you trying to kill me? Yes. Now that you've eaten some of my lunch, now I can have some of yours. What? Senpai snatches up chopsticks from my hand and picks up a piece of roasted meat. You're trying to kill me. Nom. Nom nom nom. Delicious. I don't believe you, Senpai. What? No way. Senpai, there's no need to lie about it. I know it's not made well. It doesn't matter. You made this, so I'm going to eat it. But aren't you bothered by eating that after Raigu already had some? You're the one who was grossed out over eating... you were the one so grossed out over the idea before. It was only a bite, and it's Lao's homemade bento. How could I not have a taste? Thanks, Senpai. It still tastes pretty bad, didn't it? It's my first attempt at making bento. It couldn't possibly be any good. Even Raigu said it was as much. Taste isn't important as feelings when it went into making it. That's what really matters. I'm gonna go barf over there. Even though I didn't really make it for you? Well, if I'm the one eating it, then it was made for me. Your logic doesn't make any sense, Senpai. It works because I'm super duper awesome. That makes even less sense. Yep. Really, Senpai? I don't get you sometimes. That's not what's important, okay? I'll have the bento, and you can eat my crackers. Cherish every bite. I packed them just for you. What? No! As full-on as he is, Senpai's ridiculous assertions made me chuckle. And in the moment, he swiftly takes the bento from my hands and starts to force down a big mouthful of rice, meat, and vegetables. Ah, God, I want rice. There's no way that's off. There's no getting that off now, so I guess I have no other choice. I silently nibble away at the snack Senpai packed for me as I watch him gobble down the rest of the bento I worked so hard on. Once we finish eating, I pack up the leftover rubbish. You have to keep the field clean after all. Sorry, I'm having a brain fart right here. I can't remember if I switched it back to normal mode, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Anyways, Senpai pulls out a bottle of juice and passes it to me. I take a swig and lay down against a rock next to under a tree, taking the breezy scenery around me. Clouds gather over a distant mountain peak, creating fog as shades of white and gray, and a thick haze obscures the lush forest underneath. Even though it's spring, cold air still blows through these mountains. I zip up my jacket and let myself relax a little. I look up. As I look up, I see tongue flower petals drift down onto my shoulders. I brush them off, leaving them to fall to the picnic blanket below. Brilliant white petal snow forming around me, a petal at a time. Lau, you want to bring some tongue flowers home with us? Home? But where would we put them? I watched the petals fall on the picnic blanket. Senpai made them blossom just for me. The fallen flowers didn't have stems, so I guess a vase wouldn't even work. For flowers like this, placing them on a plate with some water should suffice. In that case, they should keep nice for several days. Huh? Really? I imagine a picture of Serenity as tongue flowers drift across the water on a nice little plate on my bookshelf. But how to get them home without crushing them? That's the problem. They get crushed in a bag. Maybe if we wash the bento box and put them in that? Wouldn't they just smell like food then? Okay, what's wrong with smelling like food? Shame, I didn't bring any soap. Wait, what kind of person would bring soap to a picnic? English people, that's what. Packing an extra box would make way more sense. Senpai gathers flower petals into a small pile, about the size of a fist. They're beautiful, but I wouldn't imagine how to keep them pristine during the trek back home. As I watched Senpai gather more flowers, I thought through what to do. This lasts just a moment as my attention shifts to Leopard walking over to the tongue tree. Before I know it, Leopard throws the flowers into the air, holding his paws around the flowers as if he was about to catch them as they fell. However, none of the flowers fall back down. Instead, Leopard must be using his powers to suspend them in the breeze. Wow, Kulao, that's a cool move. Quite a waste of your divine powers. Leopard looks around a bit, keeping the flowers suspended over his paws. Soon enough, Senpai comes over with his backpack. Kulao, can you keep the flowers floating inside my bag? Yes. All the way down the mountain? Yes. Yeah! 3 chews for Kulao. Now we can take the flowers home thanks to him. Senpai dances happily around Leopard. It's nice to be able to take the flowers home and all, but he doesn't really need to be so excited about it. But he's so cute. Heh. Lao is going to decorate the room with these blossoms. I guess so. And whenever you see the blossoms, you'll think of me. Why would I? Because I'm the one who thought to bring them home. I mean, Leopard's the one who's actually letting us be able to bring them home. But don't you think I'm beautiful like a tongue blossom? How so? Senpai's frozen in shock, so I'll go over and help Leopard open the bag so he can float the petals inside. Lao, do you like flowers? I guess so. It's a long way up here. If anything, it's a good idea to bring it back as souvenirs for this trip. I zip my backpack up. The bag's kind of full already. Are the flowers really floating around inside? I wonder if they'll end up getting crushed during the walk home anyway. I'm not so sure, but Leopard's face remains unchanged, so I guess they're okay. Well, now that I've gotten our souvenirs, should we head back, right? No, wait. We should head back, right? But it's still so early. Are there any more places to see? We could always try that trail and see if it leads us to any pretty places. I guess Senpai's idea isn't bad. It took ages for us to get here. I'm just worried about going too far at this point. The paths are well marked, but I'm still afraid of getting lost. We don't really know where the paths go. We would be in big trouble if it gets, we'll be in big trouble if it gets tack. Don't know what that is. And we can't find our way back. It's just a bit past midday. I just don't want to go too far from the metro station. Yeah, you're right. Getting lost out here would suck. But since we have extra time, we can catch the metro back and still go check out some shops for dinner. Yeah, sure. Senpai and I plan out our trip back down the mountain. As we backtrack our steps on the map, none of us mention our encounter with that weird god of soil. I wonder if it was awkward for all of them too. Alright, everyone ready to head back to the station? I start packing the remains of our picnic. Afterwards, we head off back down the mountain. Yeah, sometimes I can't read. The pathways were narrow here, so we ended up walking single file. Walking in line doesn't make it easy to strike up a conversation, but I guess all of us had something to think over in our heads after today. It's really quite a lot easier than on the way up this morning, but words to start a nice conversation just couldn't come to me. Ragu, do the other Yagai really think them just keeping the three around just to take advantage of them? I mean, I don't know any of these Yagai, so why should I care what they think? That doesn't stop me from feeling annoyed over everything they think about me, though. But I do care about how these three feel. Do they really think that I'm just keeping them around just because of some selfish wish to have them all to myself? Probably not. Or at least I don't think that they do. Definitely not Senpai. After all, he's the one who's always trying to make everything about romance, not me. But I guess it would be true that by not deciding anything with him, he just ends up trying to please me, trying to make me want to like him. Tiger and Leopard wouldn't think like that, would they? Tiger knows me. He knows my troubles, he knows my likes, but even then he says he's not interested in romance. Leopard doesn't speak much, but he's always there when I need him. Could it just be because he wants me to go with him? Or could it be more? Does he even know what romance is? Agu said that gods don't have set genders. In his own eyes, could Leopard be a girl? Would that make it any better? Maybe it's just weird. Really, Senpai, words. Leopard really does just seem naive to all this. He couldn't possibly have those kinds of thoughts. But I've still held back on making any promises with him. I wonder how that makes him feel. I should ask him what he really thinks, if I get the chance. I look around towards the three of them, walking single file down this narrow and winding mountain path. Some distance separates each of us. Would this be a good time to ask them? And how am I going to do it? It's embarrassing, but I've got it. Just suck it up and go for it. Okay, another decision here. So, looking at my list, I gave bento to Leopard Cat. Who do I ask about spiritual romance? If you ask Clouded Leopard, then his affection is boosted by 2. So, we're going to ask Clouded Leopard. Alright? Double checking. Ask Clouded Leopard. Senpai. Cool. Well, not Senpai. I hesitate for a second. Then, speed up my pace to catch up with Leopard in front of me. Leopard's eyes acknowledge me as I close in behind him, but he doesn't say a word. He just keeps moving down silently. I'm not sure why, but I find him relaxing to just be around. He's a low-key kind of guy. He just kind of does his own thing. I like people like that. You know, doesn't use up social thing to be around. You know, you can be around them for a while. It's hard to explain. For a while, we just walked together. It gave me time to organize my thoughts and gather my words to say something. Leopard? About that Grand Tree Lord, Ragu was saying. Do you understand any of it? Leopard appeared to be in deep thought over my question. Most of it. So, do you feel like I've been keeping you with me on purpose? Leopard shakes his head. Lao is stressed. I know Lao needs to think. Thank you. I'm glad that he understands where I'm coming from, and that's way better than if he had believed those rumors. Man, that could have been awkward. He doesn't think I'm taking advantage of him, but still... But does he think that I may have feelings for him? I've always had feelings that he's pretty innocent, that he probably doesn't think those kinds of thoughts. Or is it that he's naive? It's hard to ask these questions in the right way. Is there something you want to say? Looking at him, I guess he's ready to say something, but it's almost as though he's biting down the words as they reach up to the tip of his tongue. Lao? Must come soon. I'm scared. Come to Wutai? Why? Something bad happened. What could happen? Summer. Much rain. Much wind. Summer? A typhoon? Yes. But there's typhoons every year. Is something going to happen? The land could run. Land could run? Oh, I get it. You mean a landslide? Yes. Do you think it could happen? I don't know. I'm scared. It's dangerous. I get it. You think that due to the typhoons this summer, the landslide might hit your village. Basically, you want me to warn the townspeople to stop that from happening. Yes. But it's not like I can suddenly appear and start talking about landslides. Would anyone believe me? I know where land run. Even so, that's not proof. Must be quick. Lao must come. I hope. Villagers believe. People will believe Lao. So, he wants me to go over there sooner and earn the people's trust. But, to them, I'd just be some Han kid that left school to go warn them of impending doom. There's no way anyone would believe me. To those people, I'm a complete stranger. I guess Tiger talked about this as well. If I have power to help, it would be easier to use it for the people of my hometown. Even still, it's not like I feel I have much of a connection to the Mazu people in my hometown that I've never met before either. Okay, I understand. I'll think about it. When the first typhoon strikes this summer, I'll try to contact your tribe there. Now that I think about it, I do have a Rukai friend. Maybe I could let Yin Hao help me warn his people about the landslide. They definitely believe his message more than mine. It might be a good idea to talk to him about it when we get home. Lao not come? I'm not sure yet. Let me think about it, okay? If there's any real danger, I'll do my best to help. I'm worried. I know, but I shouldn't leave school during the first year, and really, might not be the best person to go and warn them. I can do my best, but if the people don't believe me, then it would just be useless. Lao come. I help. They will believe. You can make them believe me? Maybe, but please give me some time, okay? Even if I decide to go back right now, it's not that simple. For starters, I may not even be able to get a leave of absence from school. Then, if we wanted to, if we waited for summer break, I still need my family's permission to travel there. Without it, I have no money for the trip. There's still a good while until the typhoon season comes. Until then, I'll do my best to help. Leopard, please don't be so nervous, okay? Okay. Leopard still seemed nervous, but he tried his best to give me a smile through that. But seeing his smile was emotional for me all the same, even if I couldn't make any promises. After all, it'd be irresponsible to pack my bags and run off to Wutai. I need to know how this is going to work out before then, but I hope it does work out. Done talking, we hiked back down the rest of the mountain in silence, eventually arriving back at the metro station, walking over to the nearby markets. Senpai couldn't help himself running around between stalls, his eyes lighting up as he browses through the various snacks. Even Tiger couldn't hold himself back, and the two of them happily checking out the entire marketplace. With lifted spirits and lighter wallets, in the setting sun, we boarded the bus back home. Okay, says a few days after the trip, so I guess it's a good place to call it. I didn't know about, that part, so I'm sorry. Coffee need. On my first Let's Play. That probably explains why, spoilers. Yeah, on my original play, I had Senpai. I think I calculated that I had Senpai's affection high enough, and Tiger's affection high enough, but not Leopard's affection, which unfortunately didn't give me the perfect ending. Sad. But, hopefully this will be a perfect Let's Play. So, yeah. I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you want to play this game, you can go to Steam where you can download it and play it free. If you want the limited edition, aka the one with the H stuff, then you can go to their website and get that for free. But please toss them a few bucks. I did, but I did that with a voice pack. Wait, was it voice pack? Was it voice pack and summer pack? Well, I have summer and voice, so cool. And yeah. So, please comment, because I like comments. 70 like, dislike, tips, tricks, otherwise. If you like my YouTube and like to see it grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out other videos to help it grow. And please remember to spay and/or neuter your animals to help control the pet population. And until next time, on another Let's Play by me, the GamerWolfSix of Nekojishi. See ya.